Hi.
I like when we sit and creepily smile at each
I
other.
know.
Hey.
I know. What is it about like the beginning,
It's
right? It's kind
awkward.
of
It's like when
like
you go on a
it
date. You're
is.
like, hi. Like all of a sudden you're
Exactly.
mean.
I know for real, it's just like creepy. Like, who is that behind the curtain? Oh God, how are you, Steph?
I'm doing good, Neen. Pretty much now that I've vented all my drama on you. I feel so much better. Is it a Fridays with me
Oh,
sesh or what?
you're so funny. I love it. No, I love our little chats prior to hopping on. It kind of
I do
like
too.
clears our palate. So this way we could just have like all good vibes and good energy once we
Yes,
hop on and talk to
please.
everybody.
Please, yes. And for those tuning in, hi. This is Totally 90s
Yes,
podcast.
it sure
Welcome.
is. Welcome. Oh yeah, ASMR. Oh man, I love it. I love ASMR, as you know. Man, so how's everything, Steph? I'm still loving your background.
Thought it was fitting for today.
Totally.
Everything's great. I mean, it's now the second week of the new year, and last week was bumpy. It was
Mm-hmm.
bumpy as hell, but like I had a really great weekend and it was full of positivity for the most part and
Amazing.
angels feeling better. So like we decided that we're gonna start the year over as of Saturday. So
Good.
everything's great. And yeah, and we just celebrated our 6 year anniversary
Oh, that's
yesterday.
right. Happy
WT.
anniversary. Oh my God.
Yeah.
That is so crazy. 6 years.
6 years. She still gives me the butterflies. I just love it.
Right? No, for real.
But yeah, so everything's good. How are you? How was your weekend?
I'm good. My weekend, I don't know. I don't even know because honestly, after I talked to you, after we talked last week, I don't know. It's all been a blur. And then Friday, like I
Hmm.
told you, Tony came down with his kidney
Ugh.
stones, which he's dealt with forever. So it's just like this ongoing thing. But yeah, so the whole weekend we were just doing that, and I was just relaxing. I did a lot of like DIY in my little lair over here.
Oh, I love. What'd you do?
I've been working on cups. So I don't know.
Nice.
I don't know. Okay, fine. I'll show you. So
Oh, exclusive.
yes, because I was gonna send this to you, which I still will.
Yay.
But it's a
It's
totally nine. The lighting's not very good,
beautiful. No,
but
I can see it. I can see it. It's
yeah. So
gorgeous. Oh my
yeah.
God. I'm obsessed. That is so nice. What?
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's better
Rusted.
in the light, and it's better when obviously you have what do you call that? A liquid in there.
Ooh, I'll
So
have an iced coffee as soon as I get it. I love it. Is it frosted? Like the color?
mhm.
Oh, I love. I love it.
Yes. So I've been working on some other ones, just like doing some of that, like playing around with different materials and, because I don't know, it's just like, man, I was up until like 2 a.m. on Friday just working on it. It was so much, like so soothing,
Yeah, like it's
you
just
know?
your little like I
Yeah.
love that. I love it because you use a Cricut, correct?
I use a Cricut, but I also have a heat press. So I do sublimation. So that's actually sublimation.
Okay,
So,
awesome.
oh, and that's what I made is I made a sweatshirt on Friday.
Fun. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah. So I was working with like I had never done the heat press with the sweatshirt or anything like that. No clothing.
Okay.
So I was able to do that and I mean I was like, wow, I'm pretty impressed with myself.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, it's just fun.
Yeah.
I will
That
see
sounds like a
we'll see what
nice
happens.
decompression after a long week and stuff. So, I mean, and you let your
Tell me about
creative
it.
juices flow, which is
Yeah,
always good.
totally. Yes. I mean, I don't know, my New Year's resolutions haven't really been working out lately.
Girl, the waking up early because I have been strugs. Okay.
Same
Who
here.
who did I think I was joking with when I said I'm gonna because I want to start going to church more
Hmm.
and I found that beautiful church nearby and
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to 10 a.m. mass and I'm gonna walk to the church, which is about a 30-minute walk, and that's doable, but like
Hmm.
do the math. So if it's 10 a.m., I have to wake up dramatically, probably super early to then give my leave around 9:15. So that means I have to be ready, like and up and at 'em at like 7:15 on a Sunday. Like
Yeah, no.
who's keeping score? So I was like, oh
It's
good, there's an
hard.
evening mass. Great. But I don't know why I can't wake up. But
Hmm.
Sweet Angel has concocted something for me. So have you seen those Hatch alarms?
Oh
Um,
yeah. Would they slowly wake you up or something?
yes. So
Hmm.
we have, as you know, we have like the hue lights all over our house, and
Hmm.
she has them turn on a certain hour in different colors or whatever. So I've been
Hmm.
telling her that I've been trying to like get into the groove of waking up so I can have like, you know, don't be so rushed in the late afternoon. So
Right.
I'm gonna start sunshine therapy. So she came up with the name by herself quietly. How cute is that?
Aw.
And she goes, "What time do you want to wake up?" And I said, "Well, I want
Hmm.
to be awake, like ready to rock and get in the shower by 8 the latest, right?
Hmm.
Obviously earlier when I have to go into the office, but I can wear
Hmm.
my pajamas like
Right.
at home."
Exactly.
So then she goes, "Okay." So she has the hues come on slowly, like they turn on like the sunrise. So by the time, yeah, and she's little, so
How
like it's like a
cute.
beautiful sunshine in the room. By
Aw.
the time I should be awake, and it's been working. But like now the next
Hmm.
step is me getting out of bed,
You're
not
like, can you
falling,
invent something to pull me out?
like an ejection button where it like throws me into the
Exactly.
bathroom. God, I don't
Because
know
see, that's
what.
my issue too, is I could wake
Yeah.
up. It's just getting out, especially when it's cold.
Like, what is, yeah. Oh, you know what? You just said it. It is
Hmm.
freezing. I have my shoulders inflamed right now. Like, all this is like
Oh
inflamed down to my
no.
wrist, and the cold affects it. So I'm just like, I
Hmm.
just huddle. And I'm like, I even asked her, can we go to bed now? Like early, which is great
Hmm.
for her. She's like, yay, but I'm awake. Like looking at soothing organizational videos and
Aw,
stuff. So
damn, that's hard. So wait, so this sunshine, what did she
yes,
call it? Sunshine.
sunshine therapy.
Okay, that's adorable. The sunshine therapy, is this something she created or did you actually get a hatch? Like
No, she created it with our hue lights because
oh
our bedside
wow.
tables each have hue light in them. So like at
Nice.
night, they'll turn on at around like at sunset, and it's the purple light because you're supposed to have reds and like those kind of colors at night, and not
Mm-hmm.
not blue light because that'll
Mm-hmm.
mess with your circadian rhythm or whatever the heck she calls it. I don't even know, but I'm
Okay,
gonna
so that's what that was going to be my next question was
yes.
I'm like, is there a theory? I know that there's things with lighting, right?
Yes.
Like when you wake up or at night, what you shouldn't
Yes.
look at and all this other stuff like your phone.
Yes.
So the red, all this stuff did she do this before you guys were together too? Has she always
Yes.
done this?
She's always done this. She's very much like, I like to have our fireplace on, it's electrical, so it's
Hmm.
colored, right? I
Right.
love the blue with the red flame. I always have it on
Hmm.
during the day, sometimes pink, but like
Hmm.
the second like we're done with dinner and everything's cleaned up around like 9:30, like the main lights off, and we just have red lights in the living room, and the fireplace is
Hmm.
red too. And I'm like, oh, okay, so we begin the process of winding down. Yes,
Oh,
that's
what?
all.
So was it easy for you to get used to?
It was nice. Like I was like, oh, this is new because like I always would throw a light on. Like I love having the
Hmm.
lights on, and when she's out of town, every freaking light in this place is lit up like a Christmas tree. Like, okay, even the foyer, like,
Uh-huh.
everything is lit, and she's like, oh,
Hmm.
but like, like I love it, but.
Hmm.
It was easy enough to get used to, and it's in the long run better for me. So,
Hmm.
I mean,
Oh, that's
I
cool.
wear glasses like when I look at the computer and it has like that
Mhm.
coating, to protect you from the whatever the hell the rays that come out of the computer. But like
Right.
that's what I see a lot of like young 20-year-olds. They're very into their circadian rhythm and like
Hmm.
the blue light glasses on, the fashionable ones to protect
Yeah.
your eyes. So they're starting young, and
Hmm.
that's, really smart. So
Hmm. Yeah, because I just would wear them because I would think that they are cool.
yeah, exactly.
So I, admire anybody that keeps with it.
She
Because I'm
definitely
like,
does.
dang, I wonder if she ever had purple glasses.
What kind of glasses you cut off? What?
Purple glasses. I wonder if she ever had those. Did she ever have color
Purple
glasses?
frames?
Uh-huh. Or the lens
Yes.
itself?
No, no, ew,
No.
no. Wait, are you talking about sunglasses or glasses? Glasses.
No, like, because you know how some people have like red glasses, like the actual lenses are colored.
Oh, yes.
And they say it's supposed to help with certain things, or
Yes, you're
I don't
bringing me
know.
back to a dark place. I'll tell you after.
Re-
You already, yes, but
I think I know now that I said
my
it.
sweet angel has not. No.
Okay, because I know that was like a thing in the 90s too. Because I
Yeah.
remember I had a pair of purple glasses, the lenses, but I just thought it was because they were cool.
I mean, I had like,
Remember the baby blue ones or yellow? Like the actual
yeah.
lenses
Yeah,
were
but like they
colored?
were sunglasses,
Yeah,
right? Okay, yeah, that
right.
is like I'm not creeped out by.
Even
But
though they really didn't protect you from the sun.
no.
It just, looked cool.
Yeah. Cool air quotes, but yes.
Yes. Gosh,
Oh God.
heavens.
Wait, I have to ask you because
Hmm.
did you watch the Golden Globes last night?
No, I did not, but I've seen many clips.
Okay, I'm dying to ask your thoughts because I know you and
Yes.
Tony are big Joe Coy fans. I mean, I think
Hmm.
he's cute and I don't necessarily, I mean, he's funny. I mean,
Uh-huh.
like I don't think I would go pay to see him in a stand-up. I think he's
Hmm.
funny enough, but like, man, they're dragging him through the mud all over the place, and he's blaming
Hmm.
writers,
Of
which,
course.
it's kind of a douchey move, but like,
Hmm.
I mean, I don't think that he was a good choice to host. Like,
I didn't
what?
even know he was hosting until I read it, and I was like,
Yeah.
really?
Like I did a double take and I was watching a TikTok on somebody that I follow. She's very like woke, very like when
Hmm.
people are rude about other cultures, she's
Hmm.
always tagged in things and she can, she's really intelligent. She's
She
amazing.
breaks it
So
down.
she breaks it down. And
Hmm.
she was like, she said something that really stood out. And it was as somebody who built their entire career on accents. And I was like,
Hmm.
uh-huh. Like you take away the accents and what do you have? You don't really
Hmm.
have much. She goes, you have a steaming pile of shit. Now, she's clearly not a fan.
Hmm.
I think he's charismatic. I think he's
Hmm.
handsome. He's not too shabby to look at, whatever.
Oh, I think he's so handsome. I
Yeah,
don't know those eyes.
yeah, I used to think he was a boo, but like I
Hmm.
didn't lose sleep over it. I mean, he's one of
Hmm.
my favorite comedian, but like I think
Right.
he's talented in his own right, but
Hmm.
that really got me like down a like you would say rabbit hole. And I was like, damn,
Hmm.
he does make fun of like accents and stuff. He pokes
Hmm.
fun at his own culture, which
Yeah.
I think that's okay. Like if
Hmm.
you're in on the joke and your people, like your fan
Hmm.
base is okay with it too. But like I guess
Exactly.
done it about other cultures. And I was like, ooh,
Hmm.
that's a little sticky. But what
Hmm.
struck me like was like the jabs he was which comedians do. Okay, that's
Hmm.
why do you have comedians host shit, especially black
Exactly.
tie events, okay?
If you're gonna
The
get
one
offended.
Exactly. The one person who should be hosting anything, if you're going to go the comedian route, is Ellen DeGeneres because she
Hmm.
knows her audience. She's
Yeah.
adorable. She knows how to behave. Like, I'm
And
sorry,
it's
Chris Rock, I'm going to hide. Like,
Yeah, and it's safe fun, like safe laughter. Like Ellen knows how to like work the room,
yeah,
and she's not gonna like she may poke fun, but it's like silly fun,
yeah,
like scaring someone. It's not like getting to a point where it's gonna hurt someone's feelings or make them feel awkward,
yeah. Like
you
the
know?
dig he made at Taylor Swift, I thought her response was hilarious. She just took a sip of her drink and was like, okay, that wasn't funny. That was funny. And then
Hmm.
so that fell flat. But like I think
Hmm.
he was I didn't see the clip because I was like, I'm gonna stay away because comedy, like you can take it or leave it, but like I don't
Hmm.
wanna get uncomfortable. But like I guess he was kind of like talking down to women like and it's
Hmm.
like this was the year of the woman or last year I want to say like Barbie the movie, Taylor
Hmm.
Swift the Eras tour like pretty
Yeah.
single-handedly like saved the economy. So
Hmm.
put some respect on their name, don't diminish them
Oh
down
yeah.
a punching line or a punchline or whatever the hell. So like
Hmm.
my conclusion on this TED Talk would be like, yeah, don't get comedians, and Joe Coy needs to fire his publicist. But what do you feel? What are your thoughts on what you've heard?
Um, okay, so I did see Joe Coy at a casino
Okay.
last year or the year before. I don't know what it was. I must say, I have never been to a comedy show. Actually, take that back. I went to one. My friend Dorothy gave us one. Where did we go? I can't remember. I can't even remember the name of the guy, but he wasn't that big. He was big. What is Oh man, Malibu's Most Wanted. What
Oh,
is
I
his
love
name?
him. I used to have a crush on him. I know
Yeah,
who
I
you're talking
whatever.
about, the cute little
Yeah.
white guy. Jamie
Yes. So
something, Jamie Kennedy.
yes. So cute, right? But that was small. But
Yeah.
this was like my first time like big comedian that I saw. And I don't want to say he was hilarious.
Yeah. I mean, he's funny.
But but I'm not a comedian kind of girl. Like I'm not the kind of person like, "Oh, let's go to a comedy show."
Yeah.
Like I've never seen shows on television like the specials. I've never seen any of those. They don't
Hmm.
interest me. A lot of things I don't find funny. I'm
Thank
just like,
you.
right? So this thing in particular though with him, I just think that I think he's still, when you look at him though, in his experience, even though he's done a lot, he's had a world tour, all this stuff, he still isn't as popular or as like experienced with working these type of events.
Hmm.
And they're a different crowd. You know,
Yeah.
like you said with Ellen, you really need to know how to work the room. Comedians, not comedians, but actors and actresses, honestly, especially with the tone, like there was one actor last night or comedian that said something about pedophilia.
Oh,
I don't know if you
shit.
saw that,
No,
but
I
he
did
made a
not.
joke and it was about pedophilia, like, oh, I grew up in Indiana and I'm
Oh,
so like excited to be here. You know, I'm not a pedophile. And everybody was just like,
who the hell was this?
I don't even know his name, but I was just like, okay, I was like, why would you even say that?
That's
You know?
embarrassing.
So I just think that the way that they pick people, I think, it's just like the Oscars. I feel like who was it that hosted the Oscars for so long? Was it Robin Williams for a long time had hosted the Oscars, I think it
And
was.
Ellen.
And Ellen, like there's certain ones that are used to that kind of thing,
Yeah.
right? So they know how to work the room. Joe Coy, I just think fell flat. And when it came, so wait, did you see the video of when he talked to Taylor Swift?
Yeah.
Like to me, for myself, I didn't think it was anything. Like it fell flat for sure, the joke, but I don't think it was something that was even really like funny
Yeah.
versus something that was even offensive. I just think she was just like, okay, why are you calling on me? Like,
Yeah.
this is
Like,
awkward,
yeah.
right? And you're right, though. I think that unfortunately, when it comes to um, just comedians in general, you know, they're always going to push the envelope. Like that's what unfortunately, that's what their professions are made of. And I think that if they don't like hearing certain things for these type of shows, then they need to put parameters on the comedians that are going to be hosting it on what they can and can't say.
Yeah.
Because a lot of them don't have filters. And you're right. Like it's surprising that he would attack or talk down to women because he was raised by his mom and his sister is his manager. I believe his
Mm.
manager. And he's been like women are a huge role in his life.
Mm.
Like completely a mama's boy. And he will tell you like his dad left when he was young and his mom was his hero. So I just think that a lot of comedians know what works for them in their shows. So they think that's what's going to work for them when they go in these type of settings. And I think that just didn't work at all. Because I think that he is a really good comedian,
Yeah.
but with a certain
Crowd,
crowd. And
not Hollywood's finest.
no, yeah,
Yeah, I agree.
I just don't think he is made for that kind of show. And some people aren't. Like that's a big audience. When you think of who you're hosting in front of and what you're doing, like I shit bricks, you
Yeah.
know? And it's a different crowd than people that really want to see you. Like if you're going to Madison Square Garden to see him, anything you say, people are going to be like, because they bought the freaking tickets, you
Yeah.
know? And
Yeah.
and the thing with him, I'll tell you this real quick. When we went to see his show, he actually he pays attention to the room. And maybe it's possible that he saw that people were not responding well to his jokes. Because when we were at his show, there was the front row was, I don't know if it was a husband and wife or who they were, but they were
Uh-oh.
not responding to his jokes and they weren't even paying attention. They literally were talking and laughing, not paying attention to him. He literally stopped the show and was like, if you want, since you guys aren't interested, you're really distracting me. You're messing up my energy. I'll give you your money back for whatever tickets you paid. And
Whoa.
I thought he was joking because I was like, what's going on? He's like, no, for real. I'm gonna have security come, we'll escort you out, and you guys can have a better time in the casino. But literally having you here, you guys are looking at your phone, you're talking to one another while I'm trying to do my job. He's like, why would you pay the money you're paying to just talk to one another and not pay attention to me?
Ooh.
He was like, so if you want, I'll give you the money. We'll refund you right out the door.
Whoa.
And literally security came and took them out and people were clapping. And then after they left, he's like, see, now the energy's good. I'm not going to have people come to my show and disrespect me like that. He's very like, so to me, like knowing that something little, to me, little like that would offend him, to me kind of says like, I have a feeling he went up there and he just didn't know how it was going to be. Not
Yeah.
to defend him,
No,
but
no,
some
no.
people can't look past things like that, you
Yeah.
know? I mean, I don't know. I think he's adorable, but I just think that you got to be careful with your group, you
Here,
know?
here. Yeah. And I just thought of
So,
another comedian that could probably do a great job, maybe even better than Ellen, but Wanda Sykes. Because I'm like you, I
oh,
don't really
yeah.
like comedy shows. I've been to a few.
Mm-mm.
I've seen her a couple times though. She knows how to work a room. She's very talented.
Yeah, and she hosted, I want to say, because was it last year or the year before? There was a couple of years ago. They had a whole bunch of different comedians that took over. I don't know if it was the Golden Globes or if it was the Oscars, but like Amy Schumer, Wanda Sykes, and like the girls from Bridesmaids,
Oh,
they
okay.
all took certain parts of the Oscars
There
that were
you
going back and
go.
forth. And actually was really cool. But Wanda
That
Sykes, I mean,
sounds,
she's hilarious.
she is hilarious. But
She
I
could handle
just,
anything.
yeah. And, I just hope that Joe Coy, like I think he'll I think he'll recover from it. And
Hmm.
it hopefully won't be like a Matt Rife situation because that fucker is like done. Hopefully,
Oh,
because he's just a douche. But
oh no,
um,
completely.
Joe Coy,
And
like, yeah.
you
But
can't tell me that they don't realize or he doesn't realize that the jokes they say, I don't know, to me, if I was a comedian, okay, like what's her name? Bon Qui,
oh yeah,
Angela, can't remember her
Johnson.
last name. Yes. See, to me, she doesn't call out people like that. Like, I don't
Yeah,
understand why comedians and I know that's a lot of comedians feel like that's a part of that's how they feed off of, that's where they get their inspiration or whatever. And to me, it's just like, you don't, if you're funny, you're funny. You don't really have to poke fun at people. I think
right.
that's why I never wanted to go to a comedy show because I was always afraid that I was going to sit there and then they're going to pick on me
Yes, exactly. Or
because I'd
have
be pissed. I
hell
don't have
yeah.
that type of sense of humor.
That's how they were portrayed in shows growing up, like Living Single, like they would
Hmm.
comedy show.
Yes.
The comedian would make fun of them. Miranda Hawk
Hmm.
on a date with somebody, and the date's phone was ringing, and he wasn't there. So the comedian like totally puts her on the spot, humiliates her, and it's like
Hmm.
that's what we know. That's all.
Yeah.
Hello, Chandler and Monica went to go see his
Yes.
drag queen mom or dad,
Hmm.
and they were humiliated too. So it's like that's what we can base it on, which is probably why we don't like LA.
Exactly. And you
Yeah.
kind of have to know what you're stepping into.
Yeah.
Like you have to be like realize, okay, this may happen.
Yeah.
Because that's what Tony tells me. You got to go into a comedy show knowing that this is a possibility.
Oh,
And I'm like, oh, I don't like that.
wait, does he like comedy shows,
Oh
Tony?
my God, he loves it.
Oh my God, he's so cute.
No, like Stitches.
Oh
And
my
I'm
God.
like, he's like, I don't understand how you don't like this.
Oh
I'm
my
like,
God.
why would I like it?
No, and you know who else I've liked, but I would not want him to host is George Lopez. I've seen him several times,
Mm-hmm.
and he's definitely not for everybody, but like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, he should not host an awards show. So it's like, I
And
don't know
to
what
like
thing.
you said about like making fun of other accents and stuff,
Yeah.
like the maybe in the 80s and the 90s it was cool to
Yeah.
do that. Now, it was people were not as sensitive back then, and if they were, they never said anything, right?
Right.
But nowadays, like you just don't do it. But in the comedy world, you will ask any comic and they will say, well, you have to have a tough skin
Oh shit.
or
Yeah.
thick skin, in order to, like, if you're going to go to these things, you just got to deal with it. Like, that's
That's
how it
true.
is, you
Yeah.
know? So I don't know. I mean, for me, I'll just sit back and just watch a comedy. Not
Yeah. No, it's true. I
so
love that we have the same reaction. That's now I want to go to a comedy show with you.
no, because I'm like, it's just a weird thing,
Like you do
you know?
uncomfortable, like forced laughter.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm like, because even, and I don't like when people make fun of people.
Yeah,
That hurts my heart.
it
So
does. It
even though
hurts
it's
me too. Yeah.
funny, like I don't know if you've seen on Instagram, there's these people that are on like, I don't know, like Pier 39 and they're drawing pictures of people. I posted a couple where a couple will sit down and they'll draw their picture, but it's like they take the worst parts of them and they accentuate it. Like if you have
That's
a like if
fucked.
you have like a big nose, like, but the people know what they're getting into. So they know they're
Okay.
going to be having like an effed up drawing,
Oh
right?
my
But
God.
it's like like the guy can have a big nose and the girl can have like big teeth. So the nose is like, she's like eating him,
Oh my
right? And his nose is
God.
like sticking out of her mouth. But there's a couple of them where the people are like, like not really laughing.
Oh,
And I'm like, yeah, but you kind of signed up for it. And it's kind of along the same lines
yeah.
with a comedy show. Like you kind of have to realize, okay, this might not go the way I want it to. So why would you put yourself in that situation?
Oh my God. Oh my God. That's very true. That is
So,
sound advice.
yeah.
I do have one more comment to make about the Golden Globes that I did not watch, but I've
Hmm.
been, rehashing it on TikTok and whatnot today during my lunch break. But
Hmm.
what do you think about the whole Selena Gomez, Taylor Swift, and some random chick were talking at a table and people are assuming they know what she said and they're saying that she went to go ask Timothy Chalamet, whoever the hell, the new Wonka, who's
Hmm.
currently dating Kylie. How'd that happen? But
I
like,
know.
she was like, "Can I take a picture with you?" And Kylie said no. I believe this to be true. Here's why. Because the whole Selena Gomez and Hailey Bieber feud
Hmm.
that involved that pulled in the
Hmm.
Jenners. Okay.
Completely. Hmm.
So of course Kylie's gonna be like, fuck you. This is my
Hmm.
I'm gonna answer for him. And you know what, honey? I would have said the same thing if some hoe came up to Angel, like, oh, can we take a picture? No.
Hmm. No, for real. But I would have looked at Tony and been like, no, you're not.
Yeah, exactly. Like I don't see anything wrong with that actually. So
Hmm.
what do you think?
So wait, so was there actual, did anybody see this happen to where she went up to the table?
I
Was
don't
there
know
footage?
where they're getting that. I'm assuming somebody saw her go up to them because how else are they getting that piece of information? I don't think
Yeah,
they're just basing it off of lip reading. And if you
right.
look at their lips,
Hmm.
it does look like that's what they're saying. Because that
Mm.
random third girl who I don't even know who she
Yeah,
is, but
exactly, right? I was like, who is
like,
this
are you
chick?
lost? But like she looks like she's saying Timothy.
Uh-huh.
And then Taylor with
Oh.
her like,
Yeah,
that
let's not make it
face.
obvious.
No, she was like this,
Oh man.
like shocked,
Shit.
like what a bitch, like I was all up in that conversation. I thought it was hilarious. And
Oh
I'm
man.
gonna have to go ahead and take Kylie Jenner's side on this one. Not because I love the Kardashian Jenners, but I just think that's hilarious. You're gonna walk up to Kylie's man after you guys had a bitch fest and do that.
Oh, I'm
Bye.
tired. No, for real. Honestly, actually adore Selena Gomez,
I do
and
too. I think she's
I'm totally
adorable.
team Selena.
Yeah.
But yeah, I totally would act like Kylie as well. I'd be like, no, you're not.
Yeah.
Like, why?
Like
Why? What's the
like
point here?
somebody check, is Kylie like half Latina? Because that is
Hmm.
some Latina activities. Okay. The whole like,
But
no,
I
bitch.
But I do believe, right? No, completely. But I do believe that Haley and Kylie are kind of mean girls.
Yes.
And that's the part that irritates me because it reminds me of high school where you have Haley and Kylie, and then you have
Yes.
Taylor and Selena, like the good girls that get good
Yeah.
grades and follow the rules, right? And
Miss
then you have the other,
Perfect.
exactly. And you have the cheerleaders over there that are all, scantily clad and
Exactly.
shit. But
Exactly.
then you have Willy Wonka because his face
How's
really
he
annoys
there?
me. I don't
Why is he
know.
there? How did he get that? How did Ariana Grande's man get her? I don't understand. They
I
must
don't know because
the D must be fire.
Ariana Grande's man looks like her brother.
Exactly. They did a
I'm
side-by-side
disturbed.
comparison of the two, much like the side-by-side comparison of Gypsy Rose's husband and her dearly departed mother.
Yes, I
That was
don't,
a wee bit disturbing, but yeah. I mean, not her dearly departed mother. I mean, I don't wish death on anyone, but
no, I don't know. I don't know. I actually do like Kylie. I like them all,
I think she's
right?
pretty.
I think she is pretty, but I just think they are, to me, they're mean girls.
You know what? How about this? Yes, she's a mean girl. I totally see that. But like, what if like the beef that happened and they were getting lots of hate and dragged on the internet? What if Selena and her never had it out? Never like,
Hmm.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Like maybe they just hate each other still. And
No,
that's
and it's
valid.
possible. And you know what makes me mad though, and what pisses me off, and this is a perfect example. This whole situation is a perfect example of how, where's Justin in all this? Like,
Quiet.
it's the girls that are always fighting and competing towards one another and being bitchy and having a bitch fest, whereas Justin's just over there like, hey, whatever. You know what I mean? When
Yeah.
it's just like, I know he's tried to, maybe, I don't know, has he tried to clear the air? Maybe, I'm
I hope
sure.
so because Haley Bieber, I think she's beautiful. I
Hmm.
don't, that's all. I don't
Yeah.
really see anything. I
Well, what
see
else is
her
she?
copying everything Selena Gomez does, like every
Hmm.
side by sides of the things that it's troubling.
Hmm.
And I believe she stalked her way to Justin's heart because that's troubling, the stuff that's come up about all that. But
Hmm.
like as his wife, he should have like taken a microphone, called paparazzi to surround him and been like, you guys are all blowing this way out of proportion. Like, I am married to my wife. This is my wife. Everyone should respect her. If
Hmm.
and that's at the end. Stop talk like pull a Will Smith and crack someone across the face type of move. Like not really.
No, for real. I agree.
Because
He
I
should
would
have
have
shut it
left
down.
him. I would have
Oh
left
yeah,
him.
I was just gonna say that. I would have been long gone a
Yeah.
long time
Like
ago if I was Haley having to deal with that crap.
no, all the time. And then like showing up to all her events looking like a bum. Like, what the
Mm,
hell?
I'm tired.
I'm
No, for
exhausted
real.
and I love Justin Bieber. Like I
Hmm.
love Justin Bieber. I love
Hmm.
that freaking voice of his, but like he needs to clean up
Yeah.
his act.
No, he does.
Oh,
It's just, I don't know. That whole thing is very messy. Real
yeah.
quick though, about the Golden Globes, did you see Oprah walk in?
Girl.
Mhm.
Girl. Oh God. Oh, my heart just stopped at the image of that woman. I want to put
She
my
looked
fist through the
no,
computer.
but she looked good. But my my question though was, did you see how she walked? Because people are
No.
talking about how she
What did she
walked.
do? Did she do a
I
pimp
know.
walk? A crip
No,
walk?
no,
What'd she
not
do?
even. I wish, because
Did
that
she
would
do
have
the
been way
snake
better.
in?
No, but she looked like she couldn't walk.
Oh, was her dress too tight? Her body is slam chasticles. I don't care what she did. Okay, that's her prerogative. She looks so good. Oh my God,
No, she did that purple dress is amazing.
but Jim Gaffigan was the pedophile jokester, by the way.
Okay, see?
Ew.
Mm-mm. So
But like
stupid.
Oprah Golden Globes.
Ugh, it was so
Oh,
horrible.
okay. Is
I
a
tell you.
bombshell and oh, because she wore a bodycon. I love Oprah.
Hmm.
I'm sorry. I really hope her and Taraji work it out. Okay.
Yeah,
Um, but
I
she
know all
addressed, oh,
them.
I'll have to read this after we log off. She addressed the feud rumors. No, I don't see anything about the walk, at least in the Google.
Yeah, people are like, "What is up with her walk? What is wrong with her?" Because it looked like people were helping her in.
She was wearing a Louis Vuitton.
Damn,
Oh,
imagine how much that cost you. I'm just thinking it was because of
oh,
her heels, because you know how she never could walk in heels. Like she always said
no.
that, and she had like bunions and stuff. So I'm
Yeah.
assuming it's because of the heels.
Oh my
So,
God. This body,
mhm.
body.
No, for real. And that's amazing. What is she, 70 already?
Oh, is she? Oh my God,
Or
Oprah.
in
I'm
her
sorry.
60s, I think.
I thought she was 66.
Yeah, maybe. That's
Wait,
pretty good.
I also love that her middle name is Gail.
Oh, it is? I didn't know that.
Yeah, yeah, I just Googled because I wanted to see how
Oh, how
old she
cute
is.
is that?
She is turning 70 this year.
That's pretty good. See? At that rate, I'd be wearing like some Crocs under that effing dress if I couldn't walk
Girl,
right.
I'm
They
surprised she
have the
did it.
Balenciaga ones that have like the heels.
I'm sorry. I would have done what Oprah did. I would have just looked like walked like I had a stick up my butt because that dress, oh my God.
And she had a good tan line. I was like, say what, Oprah? Shoot.
Okay. You know what? I'm gonna say it. She's the best dressed at the Golden Globes. Like I was gonna say J Lo.
Wow.
She looked stunning. Jennifer Lynn Lopez looked absolutely phenomenal last night. Okay. She's so
She looks so
beautiful.
pretty in pink.
Tears to my eyes. Yes, exactly.
Hmm.
But Oprah stole that show. Everyone's saying Taylor Swift did. Whatever. It's a plain green shift dress. And you know I love my gringuita. That is
Yeah.
sunshine personified. But she was no best dressed. Okay, she was well dressed, but
Why was
Oprah
she
and
there
J
again?
Lo,
Was she
the Eras
nominated?
tour.
So she was nominated? Oh
Yeah.
wow. Did she win?
Oh, I don't know. That
Yeah,
is an excellent.
interesting.
I'm sure we would have had it shoved down our throats had she won.
Yeah,
Taylor
that's true. Because I
Golden
was
Globes. Googling. No, everything's about Taylor and Joe Coy. Wow.
no, she looked pretty, but I just felt like the dress, she kind of looked very kind of Tinkerbellish to me. That
She's
color
so
just
pretty.
she is pretty, but to me there's a lot of other people that look better. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I love her. I love her. I love her so much. No, she didn't win. Oppenheimer beat out Barbie. The hell? Let me
Wow.
fall off my chair.
Yeah, for real.
Anyways, no offense to that, but yeah, so I couldn't wait to talk to you about the Golden
Did
Globes.
you like Margot Robbie's dress?
That hoe can't do anything wrong. She's not a hoe. She's a hoe right now because she's
See,
perfect.
I think she's gorgeous. And the colors of the
Oh, the
dress are pretty. I
colors.
just didn't like the neckline on her.
The
I
neckline
would have
was
liked
weird.
it better if it
Plunging.
was just, yes, and just nothing up here,
I
on
wish
the
she
shoulder.
I wish she would have worn a bodycon dress. Like
Ooh, that would have
she's
been
so
hot.
gorgeous.
Okay,
Wait,
wait.
Jennifer Aniston.
Oh, she looked good, but her hair irritated me.
Oh shit.
She looked really good, and I love the black dress, but her hair,
What was wrong
I
with
just
it?
couldn't. And maybe it was the wind because,
The
they
wind,
said the wind
yeah.
was insane, but it just looked kind of all over the place. I'm more used to sleekness with her.
I know, but it's
And
shorter.
yeah, I don't know. My favorite hair on Jennifer Aniston is her long one. The
Yeah.
long hair she had with Brad Pitt. I just to me
Oh,
can't do no
moment of
wrong with
so
that. But she looked gorgeous. She can't do any wrong. You're
Wait, I
right.
want that haircut though.
No,
I
it
like
is
this.
it's so pretty.
I was like, let me show this to Neen so I can have
Mm-hmm.
that. I need that for
Okay, shoot.
2024. It's kind of there. I just need to clean it up.
Yes, it is. It
Throw it out.
totally is. I love it.
But
Hold
what were
on,
you
but
gonna
real
say?
quick about it was about Golden Globes, right?
Yeah, you were like,
Yeah.
and I interrupted you because I had to talk to you about Jennifer Aniston, but somebody took your breath away because you're all, did you see? And I'm like, who, damn it.
I know, and I completely forgot
Wait, okay,
now.
was it
Oh no, it wasn't about the Golden Globes.
what?
Kanye West's
Oh
wife.
God, no. Does he live to degrade women? Like, what was she? First of all, can she wear shoes? What's wrong?
What is going on in the world?
Why
Like,
do
I
I
don't
know
understand.
more about her nipples than my own?
Yes. And I don't understand. I will give her this because it is a talent to walk in without that thing slipping off her nipples.
Oh
How is
my
that
God.
possible? It was so much so to where I was just like, have you ever worn a bra? Or, okay, have you ever put that tape on to where, like, I don't even know how to do the tape because when I put the tape over my nipples,
Oh,
it's like it looks like that. It looks ridiculous because that outfit today that they
oh.
showed looked ridiculous. And I feel bad for her, but I really don't know what's going on because the girlfriend's a genius. She has like a 140 IQ. She's an architect, very smart girl.
And she's gorgeous.
She is. But then I think, okay, because Kanye wrote something about her the other day. Was it for her birthday? I think it
I don't
was.
I don't know. I hate him, so I don't know anything about
Well,
him.
so I saw this on, I don't know if it was Perez Hilton or something like that, but he wrote something nice about her and like praised her. So people are like, wow, I don't think we've ever heard him say anything nice about anybody, not even Kim to that extent.
Wow.
And I'm like, okay, I don't know. I don't know what is up with him, but I don't know if it's him degrading her, obviously, or if she also likes the attention. So whatever he says, you know, she's like, I'm there for it, because I'm sorry, the things that she's wearing lately and doing, there ain't no
Yeah.
way, no how that no man could make me do.
No, and
in public.
he's against shoes too. Like what
Tell me, was he not wearing shoes
he
either?
hasn't been. They walk around without shoes. And is that
I
like because he's
can't.
trying to be all godly, but like
Why?
I don't
That
know. You
is
know, it's my
not
worst
okay.
nightmare. Like every time I turn around, they're just without shoes, walking on spit, probably. Oh my God.
But straight up in that thing that he said about her for her birthday or whatever it was,
What?
he straight up said, and
What?
I was waiting for Kim to join the chat on this. Okay, enter the chat room
What?
because he straight up was like, "Thank you for being the best mom to our kids," or I don't know if it was stepmom or whatever, but to our kids.
Oh, hell no.
I was like, okay, because I always think back to how he treated Kim on the things that she wore and how he gave her so much shit for wearing all this stuff and showing her body and what kind of, role model are you to our children? And then you're going to have your new wife be dressing like this in front of your children, I'm sure.
Supposedly, like she's really close to the kids,
Hmm.
but like the kids have to be seeing all this, right?
Yeah. I mean, who knows? I mean, because they did say in the episode of the Kardashians before, I think it was the last episode or the one before, Kim and Courtney were talking, and the kids love being with him. They prefer being with him over her because they said that he's normal. They don't like the big homes, they don't like the media, they don't like the attention, they don't like the perfectness of the big houses. They want a
The lack
house
of
that's
furniture.
Mhm, right? They want the normal, houses with like
Aw,
eating pizza and like just normalcy. And
okay, that makes
Courtney
me
said
sad.
the same thing about her kids with Scott, that they enjoyed their time with Scott better.
Hmm.
I was like,
Okay, well, maybe
wow.
we should rethink how we,
Mm-hmm.
parent. Not to say that they're
Exactly.
not good, but we don't know how they are, behind the scenes, but
Exactly. I mean, I
it's a
don't know.
lot.
But that was a lot. When I saw that today, I was like, okay, what's going on? This
God, I
happened
just
in
can't
this
stop.
world.
I can't like, and I need to sit down and binge because I haven't. I just what I know is like the little snippets I see online and what you tell me, but
Mm-hmm.
I want to binge. Oh,
Man,
so much for
yeah.
my reading more in the new year.
Right? Shoot, man. That was a good spiel right there.
You know what? Speaking of binge, should we tell everybody what we're planning on doing this for however many weeks?
Oh, yes, please, because I'm excited.
Well, guys, so hopefully you enjoyed our spiel as much as we did and do, because this is us in a nutshell. But we mentioned
Okay.
last week that we're going to be doing like a series, several series, and
Hmm.
we're going to kick it off today with our first series of 2024. And we were like, let's do TV. Let's do TV
Hmm.
series, okay, or
Yes.
television series of the 90s. And
Hmm.
what better way to kick this series off than with when I wake up in the morning, I'm a I don't think I'll ever make it on
No
time.
time.
And I get myself a look on the corner of the
Bus fly
bus fly by.
by.
It's all
It's
right because
all
I'm
right,
saved
because
by.
I'm Saved by the Bell. Oh man, I have a horrible voice. But oh my God, that was the best song ever.
I know. I kind of want it to be my ringtone for the week because
Oh
it
my God,
really,
yes.
you
And
know,
your background, like I said last week, is totally Saved by the Bell.
it sure
Okay.
is. I am Kelly
Shoot.
Kapowski right
Oh my
now.
God. That girl does not age.
She's gorgeous. She's
Hmm.
perfect. Like
She is.
she is that girl that was always beautiful and will always be beautiful.
Hmm.
There's
Oh
no
man.
there's no
Stunning.
denying it. I mean, ugh, anyways, Neem, kick it off.
Mm.
Like
Okay.
let's
So
do this.
yes, I'm so excited. So Saved by the Bell. It premiered on primetime August 20th of 1989. A
Why
Sunday
it's so fun.
night.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm telling you, they do not make shows. They don't make television. They don't make anything like this anymore. For me, what I loved is that what's crazy is when I look back actually at this show now, I'm like, they look a lot older than we did in high school.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ah, I'm like, oh gosh.
They're
But
there being
anyways,
30 and shit, like being freshmen.
I because even when you look at
I'm
90210,
Well, hold
Like
on.
they
Andrea
clearly look
Zuckerman.
way older.
Yeah, well, Andrea Zuckerman did. She looked like she was on her way to the PTA
Yes.
meeting and she was supposed to be a freshman, but
That's for damn sure.
yeah.
They did. I can't. But basically, so Saved by the Bell was a group of kids that were in high school. And basically, we followed them around. They had love stories. They got in trouble. You had the jock, you had AC Slater, you had, what would you call Zach Morris, like the Casanova of the high
Preppy,
school?
they called, that was his nickname by Slater.
Mm-hmm.
He was like the it guy.
Yes.
He wasn't a jock because jocks were
No.
big and are very big in high school, but he was just
Mm-hmm.
like the popular
Yes.
blonde,
Yeah.
Casanova, like you said. Like he
Mm-hmm.
was, yeah, the guy that you
Yeah.
wanted to be friends with, the guy you wanted to date, and he was
Mm-hmm.
suave, very like charming.
And yeah, so charming because he was nice. He
Yeah, he was
wasn't mean.
no, no. I mean,
He was a
best friend
nice
was
guy.
Screech.
Yes, exactly. And you had the little nerd,
Yeah,
Screech. God rest his soul.
yeah.
Oh, so sad.
No,
Then
but
you, oh,
sorry, I
go
didn't
ahead.
interrupt, but like when this first started, like it didn't start out as Saved by the Bell. It started out with that annoying teacher. I'm sorry, everyone loves her. So the
Yes.
show, when it originally premiered, it was Good Morning. No, I'm so sorry. It was Saved by the Bell, but they tried to have a spin-off with this teacher that I don't know why she annoyed me.
Oh,
I
that's
don't know
right.
why.
Yeah.
But
Mrs.
like she was
Bliss, right?
Miss Bliss, yeah, she was the teacher.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of like followed her around primarily, but then it followed around Zach, Screech, and Lisa Turtle. So like those
Mm-hmm.
three stars. And then that was like
Did you watch that? I know. I don't even remember it.
sometimes it was on because it would be on TBS,
Mm-hmm.
when we were like in high school or grade
That's
school.
right.
So like
Mm-hmm.
they would play it in order, but sometimes it would like re-loop and that would be the ones that I would catch. So like
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like it because I didn't like her.
Yeah.
She just wasn't my cup of tea.
Yeah,
But
she was annoying.
yeah, so it started out with those three characters and then I think it was maybe like 6 or 7 episodes and then it
Mm-hmm.
turned into the Saved by the Bell that we knew. And he
Mm-hmm.
was still like, remember how skinny and little Zach was in the
Oh, it's
beginning, like the
completely.
first season? And
Mm-hmm.
that's when we met Kelly Kapowski, the head cheerleader, and Jessie
Mm-hmm.
Spano, the beautiful,
Yeah.
studious, brainiac, and
Mm-hmm.
then AC Slater, like slid in.
Yes.
I just loved the vibe of that group. They were all like different, but
Mm-hmm.
all like good looking. And then they paired everybody up. Like Zach and Slater were all about like Kelly, but like then
Mm-hmm.
Zach and Jessie and Slater became a thing. And then
Mm-hmm.
Lisa Turtle was always being chased around by Screech. But like,
Mm-hmm.
but whatever happened to Miss Bliss?
Yeah, for real. Whatever did happen to
It just,
her?
I mean, they tried to do a spin-off, I think, on Disney, but
Mm.
it like, like I don't think anything really came. I never heard anything again
Yeah.
about it. And then it just focused on these people, and then they introduced the principal. What was his name? Mr. Belding?
Mr. Was it
Belding?
Belding? Yeah, right? Belding? No, yeah, it had to be Belding, not Balding.
He was balding.
He was.
Yeah, Belding.
Yeah.
He was on the show with Miss Bliss, but then Miss
Mm-hmm.
Bliss they removed her and then he stayed on.
Mm-hmm.
And so I loved the dynamic with
Mm-hmm.
all of them. And do you remember
Completely.
and I'm skipping ahead, but do you remember I loved the side characters. Remember the teacher, the one that talked like this and he didn't move and he
Oh
had glass.
yes, totally like blah.
Yeah, he was my favorite.
Man, you know what? And you know what's funny is that when you think about all of the episodes and stuff, like, they were in the classrooms or they did certain things, but man, the majority of the good stuff was in the hallway,
Totally,
you
because they
know?
would like flirt and ask each other out, and the infamous fight, that
Mhm.
Zach and I remember I was very nervous watching that episode. It was later after Kelly and Jessie left without a word, and
Ugh.
Tori was there, but they had a fight over the new girl, and they were like punching
Mhm.
each other. It was like,
That's right. Oh my
but that
gosh.
was in the hallway, like you said, and then
Mhm.
another one was earlier when Slater got his license first, and he
Mm-hmm.
took the driver's ed cart. It was like a golf
Yeah.
cart, and Zach had rigged it so that it would like he would make a mistake or whatever. But Kelly ended up getting hurt. But that took place in the
Uh-huh.
hallway.
That's
Um,
right.
what else? Like so much happened in that hallway. The alien
Yeah.
invasion that we shall forget. Hallway.
Mm-hmm. No, for real. Like, Screech getting like pushed into a
Yeah.
locker, or, people's like first, like their kid, like they meet up in the hallway and they kiss or whatever. It's so like this show reminds me a lot of like Friends, how it was the perfect casting. Like they all meshed so well,
Mhm.
and when you look at them, what I loved is, I mean, they they all look different, you know they weren't your normal, oh, like perfect, I mean, yeah, you had Kelly Kapowski and what's her name, Jessie Spano,
Yeah.
but like I loved Lisa. She was your little rich girl, kind of like, I believe she was Jewish. She
No, no,
loved
no.
to shop.
They were they wanted to get a Jewish actress for the role
Oh,
initially,
they
but then
did.
she um she was brought in for an audition and they were like, "Oh, we got to have her."
Oh, I love it.
But
See, and
did
huh?
did they keep the whole Jew like did they make her character be
I could have
Jewish?
sworn that she was,
Okay,
but I don't
wow.
know. Let me look.
Maybe they
I could
paid
have sworn she was,
homage.
but who knows? Could have sworn. Hold on, let me
Yeah,
see.
because when they thought of the role, they thought of the roll up of Lisa Turtle. They just
Mm-hmm.
she's going to be a rich Jewish princess from Long
Mm-hmm.
Island.
Let's see. Let's see what Lisa was. Lisa Turtle. I also liked her name because that was
Mm-hmm.
different. Um. mm, Okay, you're right. Initially envisioned as a Jew, I don't like that word, from Long Island for Good Morning Miss Bliss. So Lisa Turtle was one of the few lucky characters to make it on to Saved by the Bell. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's how or what, but I always thought that she was just like a rich Jewish girl from like New York. Where was she from? Long Island? Is that where they said she still was from?
I don't know that they kept that facade. That was just the plan for the character when they didn't have anyone in mind.
Ah, gotcha. Okay. So, well, either way, though, she was adorable. And I love the fact that as you see her character progress as the show goes on, because the way she treated, what's his name, Screech in the beginning wasn't very like, she was kind of like turned off by him and just wasn't really like down with Screech. He annoyed him, like, oh, get away, right? But then as the show went on, it was nice to see how someone so like, regal in a way like her went
Yeah,
for someone like Screech. Like was
yeah,
able to open her heart towards him, and I don't know, I wanted to see them together. Like as time went on, I was just like, "Oh my god. I love like it wouldn't be right if she was with someone else."
agreed.
Right? Cuz wasn't there a time, and maybe I'm just like having a memory lapse, but wasn't there another time with either Zach or AC
Yes,
Slater? Was it AC?
Zach.
It was Zach, right? And didn't they kiss?
Yes,
Yes, okay, I knew it.
so annoying.
Yeah, and that just did not flow whatsoever.
Yeah, it was
It-
like, so what? So Zach just has to get with every single friend? Like, why is that
yeah.
so like the thing? Like, friends are just bored and they have to kiss each other? I don't know.
Right. Well, and I think it got to a point too, kind of like 90210, where everybody starts to get
Yeah.
together, right?
Yes.
And you're like, okay, I'm done,
Like
right?
Kelly Taylor was with everybody. Like, okay.
Yes, exactly. And I mean, and I get it. They don't want to have to bring more people in, and it's, but still, it's just kind of like, I didn't see it. I just like, give me Zach and Kelly. Just give it to
Yeah.
me,
Yeah.
you
That's what we
know?
want to see. And
Yeah.
and how did you feel about when they finally get together and they're the world's cutest high school couple? They
Mm-hmm.
introduce Jeff.
Don't even get
Yeah.
me started. Because you know what? They always do this. There always has to be someone to ruin it, right?
Ugh.
And someone's heart gets broken. And
Yep.
I just, I I don't know. And and the thing is like you would expect that it would be Zach that would ruin things.
Yeah.
But then you have Kelly, who I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, what were your thoughts?
I was furious, well, and creeped out because one, Jeff was the manager of the Peach Pit,
Mm-hmm.
and he was, first of all, Kelly was a high school student cheerleader. He
Mm-hmm.
was an adult. So that was creepy. Okay. Like
Mm-hmm.
that was disgusting. And now as an adult myself, it bothers me even more. Like, what were they thinking pairing up? It should have been
Yeah.
another guy in school, like maybe Slater or Slater's friend, not the manager of the Peach Pit that's clearly in college and over 18.
Yeah. No, I wasn't it the Max?
Oh my God. The Peach Pit's now in Toronto. Sorry, the Max.
I'm like, was it the Beach Pit? No, I mean that is creepy, but I think too at the same time it shows us too how much it's changed from our mindsets, from the 90s to now, and how things are played out, and how like back then I didn't see anything wrong with Jeff,
Well, because back in the 90s, it was cool to date an older guy. Like,
Mhm.
ooh.
Oh, completely. Yeah, I mean I'm still down with it, but and there you got to wait till you're a certain age.
Yeah,
You
that's the
can't.
difference.
Yeah.
Exactly. No, and like, so that was horrible. And I can never listen to what's that song by Michael
Ugh,
Bolton? How
God.
am I
Oh
supposed
my
to live?
God. No.
And inside, it's Jesse
Cringy.
Spano and Slater singing that song while Kelly breaks Zach's heart.
That is so cheesy.
It
But
is
that was
cheesy.
heartbreaking.
It was heartbreaking. It'll still bring a tear to my eye. And they have their one last slow dance, and you think they're going to end amicably, but they actually
Mm-hmm.
don't, because guess what? The following week, everyone is on Zach's side, which
Mm-hmm.
they should have been. And
Mm-hmm.
Kelly's completely like blacklisted, and it's like Lisa's birthday party later that week. And he was going to bring a girl, or he brought a girl. I think it was
Mm-hmm.
Screech's cousin, who ended up being really pretty. And he
Yeah.
like puts on their song while at the Max so that Kelly can get her feelings hurt. And then all of a sudden the friends are all on her side because that was pretty douchey.
Mm-hmm.
And then, the girl ends up slapping Zach, like, you will not use me and blah, blah, blah. And end of the episode, Zach, of course, is a good guy. And then he apologizes and goes to the party, and she's there with her new man. So,
Ugh.
yeah.
It's just, yeah, and that just really, I don't know. It's one of those things where, again, it's like Friends, where Ross and Rachel, the whole thing, and then the friends, like, I don't know what to do, right? And
Yeah.
then, and then Rachel shows up with Paolo or whatever his name was. Same thing with this, but something about Kelly, the way she acted, irritated the shit out of me. The way she was with Zach.
Yeah.
I didn't like
When?
her attitude when they broke up, and
Oh,
she with Jeff, and how they got mad, and all this other stuff. I felt she was really snotty.
she was. And well, she got her karma because remember,
No,
like,
she
they got the
did.
fake IDs, and she
Hmm.
goes to confront Jeff at the club. And who comforts her? Zach.
Yes, and Jeff, that hair of his
That
irritated the
hair
crap
was
out of him. That little
horrible.
piece that just
Oh,
hung.
but that was what made us go crazy in the 90s. It didn't
I
make me go crazy. I mean, I
know.
always had a thing for Zach. Like, my taste, like,
Of
love
course.
hey boo. But like, yeah, so I thought that was hilarious, like how that
Hmm.
ended up working out. See, it's like you always say, the grass is always greener on the other side.
Hmm.
But
Yeah.
is it?
Mm-mm.
Is
It
it?
ain't. It
Mm-mm.
ain't. I mean, I could see the appeal,
Yeah,
I could see, the like back in the day, older men, like you said, older men always looked intriguing, and, God knows what. But
worldly.
yes, exactly. But, you know, what she, like Jessica Simpson said, hello, what she needed her whole life, and what was truly what she wanted was right in front of her.
Exactly.
And I think like this is a good example, children. If you're listening to this right now, like when you're in high school, don't be having no crazy relationships, or where you're going to be like, I'm going to fall in love and live, be together forever. You gotta test the waters a little bit before you get too thick in it. you know,
Exactly.
because this is the kind of stuff that happens. Even though, fast forward, I didn't watch Saved by the Bell the college years.
Girl, what?
No, never did.
This is where we should have had the sound effects ready.
Yes.
I loved the college years.
I
Oh,
never saw it. I didn't even know they had it until like randomly I came upon it one morning flicking through the channels. But did they get together?
I
I
love
know
it.
how I say channels. Tony and Presley get on me all the
I'm
time,
sorry, it's
and I
so
don't even
cute.
hear it.
I
I
know,
don't
but
even
I
know.
hope you never do. It's the cutest thing on earth. What was the question? Because I was distracted by how
Oh,
cute
sorry.
that was.
Did they get together
Yes.
in the
The
college
wedding.
years? Huh? Oh, see, and I didn't see that either. I'm gonna have to do my homework and see that.
You need to watch the college years because it's so good. It's hilarious. Like
Huh.
he ends up falling for like this kind of uppity snob. Like I don't know
Mm-hmm.
why. And then all of a sudden, Kelly, because they didn't really break up. They just go to
Mm-hmm.
college and he's all excited. He's all of a sudden he's all buff and beefy,
Mm-hmm.
beefcakey. And I'm like, where's my cute little blonde? But like, so he's there and he has longish hair, and I'm like, all right. Finally, I was down with it. But
Mm-hmm.
I guess they had unfinished business. Kelly was like, surprise, I'm here. And then he tries to keep it secret, like that he's, interested in this blonde, keeps his high school girlfriend a secret. In the end, they find out. But then they just the
Oh.
blonde is like, oh no, I am interested. And he starts dating both of them. And it gets messy, but in the end, he chooses correctly.
Mm.
And but there's some drama, like she falls for a teacher. Like
Oh
it's
wow. It gets
like
pretty
it
intense.
does. You need to watch it. It's really, 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 really good.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, I
Shoot.
think it's worth a binge. I think there's only like one season or two. But anyways, at the conclusion, they get together and then leads to the movie because they had a wedding. They go to Vegas to get married.
Oh wow. Okay. Shoot. I need to look at this because
And
I
they
didn't.
all reunite. Like Jessie Spano comes back, except you know who
Aw.
doesn't, everybody? Tori. Like I know she irritated people. So okay, we're
Hmm.
going all over the place, but like let's go back to Saved by the Bell for a minute. So blah
Mm-hmm.
blah, high school's great, la la la. All of a sudden, Jessie and Kelly Kapowski are not there. So like
Mm-hmm.
prior to this, we get to see them do the modeling episode. That's my
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Oh my God, that is my favorite. The
Mm-hmm.
calendar, the Girls of Bayside calendar episode.
Yes.
I love it. I love, 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 love that episode. Okay. So like we get to see all the fun, like she's with Zach, yada, yada, yada. Then all of a sudden they're not there anymore. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We don't
Exactly.
get an explanation. And then a new
Mm-hmm.
girl rolls up. Okay. And it's Leanna Creel, I think is her name.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys might remember her and her twin sister. They made a cameo on 90210 during the beach episodes, like where he was
Mm-hmm.
working at the country club, and then
Mm-hmm.
Brandon and Steve think they're dating the same girl, but ends up being sisters. Okay, so ha
Yes.
ha ha ha. Okay, anyways,
Mm-hmm.
so this actress is really pretty. I think it's just one. That's not
Is she the one with the curly hair?
curly hair, leather
Yes.
jacket. So she's kind of the badass, not really,
Mm-hmm.
but like Zach ends up falling for her.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we have her for about 10 episodes. Then she's gone. And then Jesse's back, and so's Kelly. No explanation.
Yeah, why?
They do Swan Lake, the ballet. Do you remember? They're there for the
Yes.
graduation. So, like, us as
Hmm.
viewers, like, we're not getting an explanation. But like, behind the scenes, we are. Like, they had like other things come up for them career wise. So they were allowed to
Mm.
like dip and come back.
Mm.
But like,
That's right, because
did they
I'm
go to
reading that.
boarding school? Like, did they go
Yeah.
to like an immersion program in Spain? Like, what the hell?
Yeah, they should. That's the thing. They should have wrote that in somehow. Like, come
Yeah.
on, you couldn't have said, "Oh man," like you said, Jesse and Kelly went to Spain for, whatever it is. But you're right. I totally forgot about that because now I'm reading it and it says she was brought in as a temporary replacement for Kelly and Jesse, who temporarily left the show for a portion of the final season. How dare you leave us like that?
No. And you know what's hilarious is that they apparently, so the girls those two girls decided to leave the show.
Mm-hmm.
And the producers were like, we can't replace them because duh,
Mm-hmm.
they're like a staple. So they
Yeah.
brought in Tori, but
Mm-hmm.
like they had already shot the graduation and all the
Mm-hmm.
other episodes that I just
Oh.
referenced, but they
Mm-hmm.
just simply did a little sloppy. They the Tori's storyline, and then she goes away to jail. I don't know where she goes, but like she leaves reform school. I don't know. And then they air the episodes. But where like they should have been like, where are they? Remember the singing episode? No, because there were some funny episodes with
No,
Tori.
there were
Do you remember the singing one where they were lip syncing?
Tori and
Tori, Lisa Turtle, they were in a choir.
no, I don't remember that
Okay.
one.
And that was during
Maybe I
Lisa
blocked it
Turtle's,
out.
this is during Lisa Turtle's bangs,
Oh, yes, the good old
straightened
bang.
hair
Mhm.
phase. And I call those the Tory years. But like they had like I think they were in a contest or something. Then they had at the episode where okay, this is not funny because don't drink and drive, but Lisa Turtle's mom goes out of town. And back in the 90s, when your parents go out of town, you have parties. And
Uh-huh.
somebody brought beer.
God forbid.
And, Lisa and Slater and Zach were like, we can't have beer. And then they were like, yes, you can. I'm like, okay. So they each have half a can and they're like completely drunk. Then Zach drives everyone home in Lisa's mom's BMW and they get into a car accident.
I do remember that. Oh my
Like, so they had some
gosh.
gems with Tori's because Tori was like, I don't drink.
Ugh,
Sorry, I can't
of
even say
course
this.
you don't.
I can't even, but like it was the
Ugh.
funniest. Like they had some gems with Tori's character. And then during the Tori episodes, Slater's sister makes a cameo. And I don't know if you noticed or remembered, it was the sock hop episode, but that is Leanna Creel's twin sister that plays Slater's sister.
Oh.
So it's like we're supposed to believe that these girls aren't identical on the screen
Yeah,
just because
yeah,
she's wearing a leather jacket.
I was gonna say, didn't they look alike?
Yes. Like these people thought we were stupid.
Yeah, for real. And you know what? But I mean, I didn't buy it, but I was just like, oh, whatever. I didn't question it.
No,
But now
because
when we look back on it, we're like, that was so dumb.
it was
Like, that's
extremely
why
dumb.
a lot of the things that, we watched back in the day, we just watched it. And, to me, it was just lazy um producing on
Yeah,
their part, right? Because
exactly.
they totally could have got someone else,
They could
right?
have.
Or change, or did something with the whole freaking role of switching her up, adding a storyline, like stay later, stay an hour later, guys, so we could fix this, right? You're paying them, right?
Exactly. It was kind of messy. It was
Very
like,
messy, because
you
you're
know,
right, because it was all over the place.
it
Now
was,
that I think of it, I
and
was lost.
I am so sorry to the listeners because I feel like I was going all over the place tonight, but it's like
That's
I had
okay.
to because it was mind boggling how they thought that we didn't know what they were up to. Like, or well, actually, we didn't know what they were up to, but like clue us
True.
in.
Yeah,
Um,
please do. Because in a lot of shows back in the day, when they used to have a person come in as a replacement, they used to put a little note on the screen. Oh, so and so stepping in for.
I mean, I don't know that they did that with with Fresh Prince when they replaced the mom because I know that
Hmm.
was kind of heated,
Yeah.
but like Roseanne did it.
Hmm.
Roseanne, because like
Yeah, they would have someone talk.
yeah, like Becky did,
Hmm.
they had a great working relationship with the original Becky.
Hmm.
She left to go to school and they brought on Sarah Chalk, but they
Hmm.
made jokes about it. They were like, we know like she's blonde and blue-eyed, but it's not the
Hmm.
girl, but we know we're in on the joke. So they addressed it. These people did
Mm.
not. But yeah, so it was messy, but I think we were okay with that. One thing that did bother me, this is gonna because they forgot, okay?
Mhm.
So Slater was originally he was oh no. Sorry. The plan was for his character to be Italian.
Mhm.
They wanted him to be like John Travolta,
Mhm.
but they decided to open it up to the Latino descent.
Uh-huh.
And so Slater got to keep his Hispanic heritage. So,
Mhm.
because that wasn't a big thing in the 90s, like
Right.
or early 2000s, to do. So, yay. And then in the college years, when you watch it, you're gonna get a chuckle because he meets a girl, like a really pretty Latina, and she's,
Hmm.
well, you're Chicano. And then he's all, I'm Chicano. Like the whole episode is he gets into a fight with Zach over his Chicano-ness. And
Seriously?
yeah, you need to watch it. It's so
Oh my
good. So
God.
I'm glad they were appropriate at least with that because the 90s, I'm going to say this a lot, the
Uh-huh.
90s, they were inappropriate sometimes. Like
Hmm.
when Zach had to do a report on the Native American culture and
Oh yeah.
Native Americans, and then he goes
Hmm.
and speaks with a Native American person and
Hmm.
he wears a headdress and
Yeah.
makeup to do the report in class. And it was a nice report. I thought it was nice, but we could have done without the headdress. So that was ooey. Like
Hmm.
if we watch it today, we might be like uncomfortable.
Hmm.
But yeah, for the most part, they stayed pretty true to like who
Oh
the
yeah.
characters were and stuff like that. They weren't that inappropriate, I don't
But
think.
now that you mention it though about AC Slater and him being, Latin or whatever, like I wish that they would have, done it up a little bit more because I feel like when they did do things like, his Latin dance moves or it was so cheesy.
Well,
And I guess it
50s
wasn't
and
that big for
90s.
that time. Yeah, exactly. When Lambada was all out and
Oh
people
my
like,
God.
ooh, let me learn Lambada. You know what I mean? So,
Ooh.
yes. Like I just can't, right? I mean, so I get it, but I wish, I don't know. I'm gonna have to watch the college years because
You
that
need
actually
to.
be funny. But I know a lot of people did not like this, but I did.
What?
Um, is when Leah Remini was on there.
Oh my God, the
The
beach
beach
club
house.
day. I
Yes, the beach club.
loved those episodes. Why didn't people like that? I didn't
I
realize
don't
that.
know, but a lot of people I heard and I had read that a lot of people just weren't kind of down with it. I don't know why I heard that they thought that a lot of people wouldn't like her. I believe her name was Stacy.
Yes.
And she was from the Bronx or something or New I think she was from the Bronx. Was she from the Bronx? I don't know why that sounds like it's
No.
wrong, but I believe she
Oh,
is from the Bronx or New
I think
York or
she's
something, New
originally.
Jersey.
Yes.
And I don't know. You know why I liked it is because it reminded me too of 90210 during the summer when they
Mm,
went to the beach club and
yep.
it was this whole vibe. And I want to say it looked familiar to the same place that they filmed the 90210 summer,
Yes.
right? With the background, but something about Leah Remini's character, the fact that she didn't really like Zach in the beginning, and she, he was a member, right? Versus her, she was working there.
Yes.
So she thought of him as this like stuck up, kid that was like a rich boy, like, and she was kind of mean to him in the beginning.
She sure was.
Yes. And I loved it.
Yeah.
And it's funny because there I believe it was a podcast or something where she was on his podcast. I think Mark Paul, what's his name? Is it
Mark
Mark
Paul
Paul or Paul?
Gosselaar.
Yeah, he has a podcast, I believe it is. And she had mentioned she was on there and she had mentioned I guess there was a lot of chemistry between both of them
Hmm.
on set and they never dated. But the crazy thing is I actually like her with him better than him with Kelly.
Really? This is
I For some
intriguing.
reason I felt like it was more believable between them. I
Wow.
don't know why. I could remember even as a young girl, I always wanted him to get with like when she came on set and like like I was there. Like when she came on the show and she was introduced to everybody, at first I was like, but I thought she was really pretty and she was kind of different than what you normally would see on television, right?
Yes.
To me, she kind of looked like my aunts. Like the olive
Yeah.
tone skin, curly hair, like so pretty, and like Kelly was gorgeous, but there's something about her. And
Yeah,
I
she
just
was,
liked the chemistry they had. I
yeah,
don't
she was a
know.
little batty. I liked her.
Yeah. I don't know. I felt like there was sexual tension between them.
There definitely was. I think they had a little romance.
Mm-hmm.
Off.
Yeah, because they said when they kissed, they were really kissing.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Let's
So
let's speak more about Zach's kisses. We have to. Um, what was the your favorite?
uh, Well, it had to be the
Besides, would it be hers with her?
um yeah, I think, for me it was always the first. Like when they always first kissed, and you're like
Oh,
anticipating it, you know? But no, my kiss would be the did we just
I know. And do you remember who that was with?
wasn't that with Jessie?
Yes, it was. It was one of my favorite episodes, the Snow White
Mhm.
episode, the
Mhm.
rap,
Yeah, oh yeah.
which I want to say that was a very moving episode in this sort of I don't want to say Hollywood, but TV because
Mhm.
Gossip Girl, which came out in the 2000s,
Mhm.
kind of paid homage, if you will, to that episode because when Dan Humphrey, did you ever watch Gossip Girl?
No.
Oh my God, watch it. And Blair Waldorf is my goddess.
Is
Um,
that what's her name?
Leighton Meester.
Oh, okay.
She's the queen. She's the queen
Hmm.
bee. But what's his name? Daniel Humphrey, Penn Badgley.
Hmm.
This was when they were in college. He wrote a play and
Hmm.
it was to get into like some sort of program, but he did the Snow White like rap.
Hmm.
Hi,
Oh,
hi, say it for
snap.
yourself. So like when I saw that episode
Hmm.
and it was Lady Gaga Snow White though. So like it
Hmm.
but it was the same thing. Like it's already been done, boo, and it was done like 15 years before. So
Hmm.
it really made an impact in TV, that episode. It was just
That's true.
I'd never seen
Hmm.
anything like it, but yeah,
No, for sure. I mean, it was cheesy,
it was cheesy.
but it was very cute though, and it had me glued to the television, just like, oh, it's Sunday.
Oh my God. Thank you. Thank you. Because
Hmm.
Hot Sunday and I'm so excited. I'm so scared was probably, it was, no, it was top 5 of my favorite episodes. It's tied with the modeling episode for
Hmm.
sure. And then also, when Soleil Moon Frye made a cameo as a rich
Shoot.
girl that was using
Yes.
Screech for his money because he patented Screech's secret spaghetti sauce. Remember
Hmm.
his spaghetti sauce?
That's right. Oh
But
my God.
that was later.
Hmm.
And that was one of my favorite episodes too. Like when they
I
were trying
forgot
to like
about that.
sell the spaghetti sauce.
Oh.
Yeah, but really quickly, my favorite Zach kiss was him and Kelly in the pool when they were all in Palm Springs. That was
Oh my
hot.
God, that was. Damn, I forgot about Palm Springs. Dang, they did a lot.
They did a lot.
Shoot. How many seasons was this again?
I feel like I think they said officially there was like 4 seasons, but
Wow.
there was 4 seasons, but it was 86 episodes in
That's a
total.
lot.
I don't think this includes Miss Bliss, and I don't think it includes the college years.
Wow, that's pretty good. Huh. I'm
Um,
impressed.
yeah, so let me scroll down to the bottom. Oh wait, the college years is 19 episodes. Yeah, it doesn't include college years and it does not include the Hawaiian movie. Because remember, they also released when they went to Hawaii, and I could not stand that. So I will not pass a trivia exam if anything about Hawaii is on there. Because I will want to like
Yeah, no, I remember that. And that's actually very cheesy. It's
yeah.
just stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I will give it this. And I think that, and again, and I think this is something, I'm just going to say it right now,
Uh-oh.
something we will see in all the other episodes or shows that we cover on this, series is that the 90s, just like the 80s, okay, and I don't know, it kind of left with the 90s or stayed in the 90s actually, is that every show had some sort of like meaning or
Mhm.
lesson, right? Some of the shows from Saved by the Bell maybe didn't have like a big lesson, but
Right.
I think it was cool because they did cover a lot though. They covered um alcoholism, they covered drug use, they covered like, driving under the influence, they covered like they said like homelessness, death.
Oh my God. Wait, we didn't talk about There's No Hope with Dope.
I forgot about
That was
that.
like in my top 5.
Yes, that was a big one.
There's no hope with Dope, and then you find out that he's doing dope.
Right? And the music, you're like, oh my God, no.
I'm sorry, cheese, but as you said, it definitely teaches you lessons.
Hmm.
Like because of
Yeah.
them, I knew that it was there was no hope with dope. So
Right? But you know what? Those things stayed in our head,
yes.
and it was just like seeing little things, whether it be, no hope with dope, or seeing what's her name? Jessie with the caffeine pills, or
Yes.
those things like in my head were like, okay, maybe they were offered to us, or maybe we saw those at this, Target, wherever. We would think twice. Kids would think
Mm-hmm.
twice because of the things they saw on their favorite shows. And
Mm-hmm.
they did these things in a very tasteful way, not the way they do it now. Like
Yes.
it didn't take much. And I think that was the brilliance of the writers back then in the day, is that they were able to carry a message with humor, with, also, cheesiness, but it really captivated the kids and the audience. Like it totally did something to us, where a lot of us ended up really good kids because of the things we saw, whether it be this one, Full House, Family Matters, whatever it was. They taught us something,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what a lot of shows are lacking nowadays.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally. And I feel
That's
like that's why shows like Gossip Girl that had a really huge following, they were
Mhm.
paying attention. They were like, okay, let's see what was successful over here. Oh, okay. So like
Yeah.
actually, and then okay, so I know it's not the same, but when Kelly did the diet pills, which I know is like, I don't know that Saved by the Bell owns it, but like she was
Hmm.
acting crazy too. So I feel like
Hmm.
maybe that writer in particular was inspired by Saved by the Bell.
Right.
So I feel like I don't know, like, yes, these shows are corny, and yes, maybe they don't really land in today.
Hmm.
I don't know if Pretzel would be into it. Maybe she would, but like, but definitely people are pulling inspiration. They're paying attention.
Hmm.
It was so successful. Like the show was, it was the 90s. I mean, it was early 90s, but
Hmm.
and it was in syndication for so many years.
It was.
Oh,
Hmm.
I mean, I think it did its job. I don't know that it won any awards though.
Yeah. I don't know.
But yeah, I definitely won an award in my heart. And I do own the DVDs. I know that's so dated, and for me to like find a DVD player to play it or hook up the one we have, like I
I
probably
love
won't,
it. Hmm.
but I definitely would watch it and happily so today.
Oh yeah, for sure. And when Presley comes of age,
Oh,
I was trying to think of when we started watching it. I really don't know. And I think it's probably okay for her to watch now,
yeah.
but I want to get her at a point where she'll actually watch it. Because like some of the things that I've kind of like exposed her to, like she's like, but she likes like Sister. I showed her that. She thought it was hilarious. And obviously Full House, she's seen everything over and over and over again. She's seen both Full House and Fuller House. So maybe Saved by the Bell should be the
I
next one
I
I
I
show her.
so stand behind that decision. And
Hmm.
maybe this will sell it to you. So, Saved by the Bell has been classified as educational and informational, and it was named one of the 20 best school shows of all time. So,
Wow.
look at that, Neen.
Hmm. That's pretty good.
Yeah,
Okay, so I'm gonna have to, maybe this weekend I'll, you know, give her a little taste of Saved by the Bell,
I love
because
it.
it's so good.
It's
And
so
it's,
good.
what they wear, the clothing, the
Oh,
colors, the beginning, the song, it's just everything's so catchy. Kelly's tan with her white sneakers,
oh my God,
you know.
stop. Her beautiful hair with the with her royal bangs high,
Yes.
and as she got
Ah,
older, they got higher. I just love
they
her. She's
did.
perfect.
Yeah. Yeah, her like what do you call that? Where it's poofy
And then the
and it's like
bang.
put yeah, it's not a poofoon.
No, it's not. It's just a poof. The poof.
There's
I think it was
yeah,
called the
it's like
poof.
yeah, I don't know why I said buffoon. I don't even know what that
I
means.
think you're trying to say bouffant.
That's it.
Yeah.
What is
Yeah.
that? Is that the where your hair goes out, right? I should know that as if I was
No,
little.
it's like when the ladies wear the big hair on top of the head and it's like
Oh,
formed, right?
I think yes, right? Like a kind of like what a first lady would wear.
Yeah, kind
Like
of.
that like a lot of hairspray
Definitely
teasing.
lots of hairspray.
Okay. Yeah, it's kind of Kelly kind of had that going on with the bangs because she would put it
Yes.
back in like the half pony.
Mm-hmm. She would. I
Man.
loved that look on her.
Mm-hmm. Man, those were the days though.
Ugh.
See? Mm. All of our youth encapsulated in one show,
Yeah.
you
I'm so
know?
glad we grew up in the 90s. I am so,
Me
so
too.
glad.
I'm really happy because
Yeah.
it's just a time that's just I don't know. You look back and I know like our parents probably say that about their time, but I don't know. There's something special about the 90s. So special.
Mm-hmm.
So different.
Definitely.
It was like a mixture of a whole bunch of generations all at one. Because when you look at stuff from the 90s, they have a lot of 60s, 70s, and 80s influence all wrapped up into one. And that's where you came up with the 90s. And I think this show kind of it really did gather all that stuff and presented us with some greatness. I love that this show so much. And I really it's one of my all-time favorite
Same.
shows, but also songs. What do you call it?
Theme songs.
Theme songs. Amazing.
Yep.
Mm.
Definitely way, way, way more than Friends, the
Oh
theme
yeah.
song.
That one was too cheesy and I didn't like the music video.
Yeah, me neither.
I'm not down with
We'll talk about that later.
remembrance. Okay. But anyways, no, I'm happy we did this as our first because it's holds a special place in our hearts.
Definitely.
Hmm.
And I'm excited to keep this series going. So we'll chat more next Wednesday. The
Yes.
sky's the limit. And yeah, and then feel free to send us DMs, but just know that one thing we do know in this life that is 90s television shows. So we're gonna cover them
Hmm.
all. So
Yes.
buckle up, baby, because got some work to do.
It's gonna be a wild ride, but it's gonna be
Mhm.
fun. Can't wait,
Exactly.
Steph. It's gonna
I
be
can't
good.
wait. Oh my God, this is so much fun, Neen, as
Same here.
usual.
Real quick, did we have a max? Like for us growing up in high school, was there
Maxes,
any? We did, but like, would that be our place? Like the place that we went to reconvene, like all of us?
Frescas, and
That would
Joseph
be it.
Westlake, but that was later in
Yes,
life.
Joseph Westlake. Okay, I'm down. Oh,
Hmm.
amazing. Mm,
Ah, now I'm hungry.
me too.
Anyways, we will see you guys on Friday for Crime Time.
Yes. Oh, can't wait. Oh my gosh, I'm excited to see what you have in store for us. Like always.
Yay, I can't wait to talk to you more. But thank you guys so much for taking this ride with us and to Neen and to my background and looked behind like it's actually there.
Right?
This was a blast in a glass. Do you have anything else before we say sayonara?
No, I don't. This is fun.
This has been
It
real
has.
cool. All right, guys, we're gonna catch you on the flip side. Thanks so much for listening.
Oh yeah, peace out, buddies.